My work happens to me like an affliction. I feel it as an overwhelming disturbance that fascinates and appalls me, agitated by current events, politics, injustice and violence. It's all in the mix, alongside invented and actual histories, grief, anger, fear. By making the work, I'm taking that which torments me and turning it into a thing of my own design that exists outside of myself and can speak for me. This process eases the pain. It's like turning shit into gold. On my bed lives a rag doll which I've had with me since I was 2 years old. Dolls are mysterious and silent, good at keeping secrets, and they always understand. I use objects as ways to confront difficult emotions and memories. I have used the word doll in the title of all the doll sculptures I've made so far because it returns the work to its origins, but they are much more than dolls. Unlike the doll on my bed, they're not sentimental friends. Each one is made to embody and perform its very own mood and affliction. They are portrait, effigy, icon, idol. They could be worshipped and prayed to. We could lay flowers at their feet. Amelia and I were together until she got addicted to heroin and died from an overdose. A few years later, in 2016, I made a sculpture for her called Pyre, embroidered with the words, "If you was ever alive, if I was ever dirt." In 2017, I started making the Amelia drawings and the Amelia paintings. Rather than exorcising her, Pyre had brought her closer. I drew us as twins, a double-sided coin, turned us into iconic mythical characters. The two figures are intertwined and interchangeable, dead and alive, good and evil, stupid and wise, both equally capable of self-destruction, betrayal, love. These works tie us into archetypal tales and exploit our doomed attempts to get lost in a world of our own, whilst actually being lost inside this neoliberal capitalist hellscape. Drawing and writing are the foundations of my practice. It all starts in my sketchbooks and diaries. I've been drawing with a focus on the human body all my life. The body is our cage. It's where we live and die, and it makes expressive shapes that I can distort and exaggerate, often reducing the body to its most essential shapes until it becomes a signifier, ascends itself, says more. My poetry is entangled throughout all of the work. The digital collages are visual poems where text and image act upon each other to form unstable reverberations of emotion and intent. Ambiguity and contradiction are important to me. I want the words I write to wobble and shift under scrutiny, and that applies to everything I make. My mantra is very carefully wrong. Throughout the collages, I often copy and paste my own young face. No longer my likeness, it becomes my emblem, which, like the text, I impose on the images. I call this process magical territorial pissing. In this way, I have stuck my face on many things, including the moon, so I owned the sky, men, so I owned the world, a Rothko painting, so I was revered, a widow floating in outer space, so I can mourn forever.